All right, gang, here again, it's Technique or Training Day Tuesday. I promise eventually we're going to try to get this into days that we're talking about movements, whether that's gymnastics, weightlifting, the slew of other things that we kind of go through on a daily basis. But I want to continue talking about some mindset things and that are related to training and at the same time just any aspect of life. So today we're going to discuss, I'm going to try to throw out a little concept here and see if we can bring it full circle by the end of this. All right, so one thing I've been thinking about, as far as trying to relate different ways to think about, get athletes to kind of think about their training and think about their life and think about the way they kind of go about things in general is think of it in terms of your relationships. Think of it in terms of whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, friends, brother, sister, whatever that may be, is in a relationship type of status. I think oftentimes we get so wrapped up in our training being this super extravagant kind of thing, and the same thing with friendships, or relationships. I think we've all probably had that one person, or maybe we are that person ourselves, that is super awesome, amazing. They're a blast to go out with. Anytime you can call them, they're going to provide super awesome entertainment. You're going to have the best probably time of your life every time you hang out with them. But at the same time, when you are just hanging out with them, when it's not a super extravagant night, when everything's kind of just mundane and just kind of you're hanging out, it's the most boring, just non-productive, just bad time that you could ever result in having. And at the same time, that person, instead of actually improving on you as far as being a better person, they may actually be taking away because who knows what other activities you're getting into. I think we've all kind of had that person in our lives. Same thing goes with our training. I think a lot of times we get so wrapped up in doing these extravagant, crazy things that, my training today is boring. We're focusing on nothing but hollow holds. We're focusing on nothing but handstand holds. We're focusing on nothing but transitions. God knows I want to be able to, I see all these people on Instagram. I see all these people on Facebook. I want to get my first muscle up. I want to be able to snatch 400 pounds. That's great. That's awesome. As this facility, we're here to help you get to that point. But at the same time, what we often see, you guys, is we focus so much on having that friend that is such a big life, such a big aspect that takes away from us a lot of times. Same thing with our training. We focus so much on, snatching 400 pounds when we don't even know how to pick up the ball right. We focus on trying to get a muscle up when we can't even support ourselves in a ring hold. You don't have a pull-up yet, but I want to be able to throw myself up on the rings. A lot of times, gang, I think we get so wrapped up in our training being sexy that, we want to be able to post everything that we do on Instagram. More times than not, you guys, whether it's weightlifting, gymnastics, whatever, the most beneficial thing that we can do is the things that we repeat over and over and over and over again. In weightlifting, the boring things is your barbell work. The same thing with that person that you hang out with that has this crazy extravagant time every time you go out. You hang out with them, it's the most boring thing ever. You can't have a conversation with them. Same thing when it comes to that barbell work, gang. If we don't put in the time and you have somebody that you can hang out with and have a conversation, it's the same thing when it comes to your barbell work. If you don't put in the time and have that repetitiveness where that bar path is spot on, you're not going to be able to see that 300-pound snatch. Same thing when it comes to your ring work. If you were always focused on some crazy amount of getting up there and wanting to just do muscle ups, we're probably never going to actually achieve that goal. And if we do, we're probably not going to be able to replicate that over and over and over. So what I'm trying to make the point here, gang, is think about what you do in your life in the same terms of your relationships. The little things matter. Some folks may not understand that just yet, but the little things in your relationships do matter. It's the same thing with your job. The little times that you put in when your boss isn't around, those are the times that matter. The time you come into the gym that you're working on nothing but empty bar path and working on nothing but your mobility, working on nothing but hanging from the rings in a false grip, those type of things, gang, may be on the boring side, but those are really the things that are going to carry you on down the road. And it's the same thing of having those friendships. Carson, don't touch that. It's having those friendships that you can hang around and talk to somebody for an hour and not do anything and have the best time of your life. All this is relatable, gang. So just kind of food for thought. Hopefully I was able to bring that back to the full picture today with that conversation goes. But we'll keep this going. We'll keep our training going. We'll keep the mindset rolling, and we'll keep everything going for you guys. Thanks.